Four women on the same grind with different points of view. The millennial, sex, and the ATL. The raw, the real, the unexpected. Welcome to the Mixx 2.0.
Shit, fucking got the Timberlands. You know what I'm saying? A lot of women that say, I can't fit the whole dick in my mouth. Yes, you can. You just gotta position yourself. You. 4, 3, 2, and 1.
Ladies, step in front of your man and let him grab you.
My name is Terry Williams, a local black-owned business. The name of my company is Shea Butter Like Whoa.
You are lucky and blessed if you are with your best friend. If your partner is your friend and you can be honest and sharing your life and your truth, you are truly blessed. And I definitely want you to come up here and give us your love confession.
From the A to the T to the L, it's some Georgia peaches. The ATL Mixx 2.0.
Hey guys, good night.
Hey y'all, what's up?
Okay, so tonight we're going to be talking about the love of money and money in the black community. It's all 4 of us tonight. We're sorry for the delay. Tonight we're supposed to be at 9, but we're sorry for the delay. And due to work reasons for myself, I wasn't with us last week. And you guys speak up. What'd you say?
I got a job too.
Okay, Tommy.
Tommy got a job.
And you know what it is. So today we want to talk about finances because that is something that in the black community we have to learn for yourself. Sometimes our parents aren't the ones to teach us, which they should have, and the changes that we need to do as a community to make sure that our next generation does better than we did. I mean, these days we have TikTok, we have YouTube, we have, Facebook and Instagram with people like the Budgetnista and Your Rich BFF and others who give us tips that you have to research for yourself because what everybody says isn't gold, but that we have as an outlet. We didn't have that 5-6 years ago.
No, definitely.
And so we're learning more and how to build generational wealth. Mm-hmm. But before we can talk about the future, we have to talk about the past. And the past as far as communities in America that were thriving before the Depression. And in doing this research, I myself found a lot of communities that I did not know or hear of in the past that were thriving.
Like who?
Like, for instance, we know the popular Black Wall Street, absolutely. Tulsa, Oklahoma. We know about them, but people I didn't know about was, U Street in Washington, D.C. Did you guys know about that?
No.
Okay, so, and all of this information can be found at safeplaces.org, where I got all this information. But for U Street, it was known as the Black Broadway. It was the epicenter of Black excellence, and it had talented people from the 19th century and the first half of the 20th century. It was home to social and cultural and economic prosperity, despite the racial and political tension in the country. Entertainers, activists, educators, and artists in the country have walked the legendary hallways, shaping history in what is known today. Pioneers like Carter G. Woodson, Zara Hale Hurston, Mary McLeod, Billie Holiday, Langston Hughes, and more. Places like Dallas, Texas, the 10th Street Historic District, which was after the Civil War a prominent community because of segregation, had 500 Black residents who lived in the area in the 1900s. And during this time, we as Black people, we prospered and grew that area.
That's what's up.
Places like the 4th Avenue District in Birmingham, Alabama, known as the Black Business District during the mid-20th century. It was home to businesses, theaters, restaurants, hotels, cafes, everything you could think of in this area.
And it was all Black owned?
Black owned. Places like Jackson Ward in Richmond, Virginia, known as the Harlem of the South, where thousands moved after the Civil War for a better life, and they turned that whole area into a Black booming business. Had medical practices. In places like California, 7th Street, West Oakland, California. I didn't know about these places.
That makes me, I had no idea, but that makes me think about this TikTok I saw. This Asian lady was saying how the Black people were thriving so much that the white people didn't like it, so that's when they started bringing the immigrants, the Asians to take over our hoods, the corner stores, the mom and pop stores. Like, it's crazy. Like, it's not set up for us to win at all.
Yeah.
Like,
absolutely. But even in Atlanta, we had
Yep, I had Atlanta too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
And Sweet Auburn Historic District.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All up and down the north side, the Pascal's restaurant was one of the first Black restaurants.
Still standing.
Right, still here today. That whole Joseph Boone, MLK, all that area used to be thriving before it became
Gentrified. Right.
Okay.
But,
We have places that we know of, like Harlem, New York,
right.
which was the Black, Black Wall Street was Tulsa.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
So Harlem was known as the Black Mecca, Harlem Renaissance in the 20s, in the 1920s. It made up of South and Caribbean.
Oh yeah, that's the
people
at Wall Street. We got installed press right there.
Yeah.
That she's showing.
And this Southern people, Caribbean people, that was the Mecca for them. And before the Great Depression, but not also because of the Great Depression, like you said, like you have people who didn't like what we were bringing up.
Right.
They didn't like that we were making it on our own. So even I was watching, I think it was a TikTok or Instagram, when they were talking about the fact that we had trades in schools.
Yeah, and you see how they took that away from us.
Because we were being self-sufficient. If we had a trade, you had a job.
Right. You can start your own business with a goddamn trade.
Exactly. Like today, I was having a conversation with my uncle because my family in Barbados is a construction family. From masons, carpenters, plumbers, electricians, we have it all.
Right.
But he's a mason. He was talking about how the younger generation, they don't want to pick up a trade. They just want to be a laborer.
Right.
I come do my 8 and I go.
Right.
I'm on my money on a Friday, and I get off early on a Friday because banks close early in Barbados on Fridays. So you get off of work early so you can, handle your business. I get off by 2:00. I go get my money and I have a good weekend. And then I start all over on Monday. A trade gets you further because a trade allows you to be self-sufficient.
Right.
You don't have to go looking for work. Work will find you.
Right.
With a trade.
Right.
That was all brought up. In our generation, we are more of the office, sit down at the computer type, because that's what the booming of our generation was. And not that cannot give us the wealth that we deserve or that we will want, but trades are dying out.
Yeah.
Unless it's a family thing, trades are dying out. The plumbers are trying to plumber.
Let me tell y'all something. Plumbers make so much money. That is a trade that's slept on. Like, they make bread. Electricians make bread. HVAC, like,
all that.
Man, fuck a 9 to 5. They getting paid.
And the thing about it is
mechanics,
welding, all of that.
It does, but we are so conditioned to have that quick money. Or
is it quick?
No, because you gotta work 80 hours a week.
And then you want me to get my money every 2 weeks.
Right.
I feel like I should be paid every fucking day.
Yeah,
when I clock out, that money be in my account every day. Why I gotta wait? Why I gotta wait? Why I was saying I gotta get his cut? What was he sitting with me for 10 hours at that desk? This shit is crazy, man. It's like I said, it's not set up for us to win at all, bro. Like,
shit's crazy. I feel like we should have been taught this stuff like in school, number one. Not only at home, but they should have had these classes in school. Like in my school, child, we ain't had no financial classes to teach you how to manage money, how to save money, none of that.
They teaching your ass how to fill out a W-2 and be a worker.
I ain't even get that.
To be honest with you,
I need my mama for the W-2. Mom, please.
To be honest with you, I finished my high school years here in Georgia, and I went to Dutchtown High, and we did have a money management class.
Okay.
We learned how to do taxes, which if you ask me today how to do it, I do.
Okay. They mixed.
So we are big, but it is a mixed school. But we learned how to do taxes. We learned the difference between leasing and owning. We learned leasing and owning a car and renting and doing a mortgage. We learned all of that. To ask me how to do it today, I do not. Don't get me wrong, I did not, and that was actual stuff that I need now that I wish I actually paid attention to. But it was just, I need to pass this class. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because also I had the conversation with my mom, and I also had a good conversation with you actually about why didn't you teach me how to do certain stuff when it comes to finances, saving, and all that. Well, I had to find out on my own. I understand that, but when you find out on your own, you had to go through the struggles. Like, why would you want your children to have the same struggles you had? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how they think. Like, we had to learn on our own. You had to do it too. But in some states, it's like, no, you should have had this conversation with me ahead of time.
Yeah. But, we know now, but like I said before, as parents, because I'm a parent myself, so it's like, me personally, I look at shit different from how the next person may look at it when it comes to financial stuff. Like for me, I know my mom, they didn't teach me how to save money, but what they did teach me was you need to pay your bills.
Yeah.
Make sure when you get your check, your bills come first, and then whatever's left after that, then hey, do what you do. But really, it should have been you need to put some up
first, and then pay your bills.
Right.
I didn't learn how to save at all either. So.
And it's hard. Don't get me wrong.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, I did.
It's trial and error, bro. It's trial and error.
Yeah, money,
dog.
I can't even lie. And it's working from paycheck to paycheck. It's for the birds.
Yeah.
It's for the birds.
Can nobody tell me why we gotta get paid every fucking week, every other week? I don't understand that concept.
Yeah, that's bogus.
Yeah. I don't get it. Why I gotta wait 2 weeks to get my check? Bitch, I want my check. That I work every day. I want my check every day.
Well, that's the question for corporate America. And them taxes, baby, every dollar you make extra, you in a new bracket.
I'm trying to tell you, who you telling?
You in a new bracket, and it's just like, ooh. And don't get me wrong, I literally just got my citizenship last year, and by me getting my citizenship, I want to give it. I want to give it back. Me, I want to give it back sometimes because it's like I went to Social Security office. I gave them my paperwork saying that I'm a citizen now. Before they would take out less than $100. Now they take out $200-$300 out of my check.
I get what we want.
And I'm just like, ooh, is this what being a citizen is?
$500.
You can have it back.
$500. I'm like, God,
Taxes just remind me of like Amazon. I like these shoes. Let me get $200. Right about this real quick. Just take what you want. Whatever.
I mean, like, I feel like taxes should be sort of like quad pay. You pay a little bit. Now you're not gonna hit my check so much. And then when you talking about overtime, doing overtime,
it's only so much you can do because after a certain point you work for free.
Exactly. The more money you make, the more taxes
I think
they
anything
take.
over 8 hours you working for free. Anything over 8 hours of OT you working for free for sure.
Yeah. Then I work for a whole lot free.
You know what I mean?
I work a whole lot for free in these past years because it's like,
Well, I mean, that's for us. You know, some people enjoy tax time, like those who don't make as much money as we do. You know what I'm saying? People with kids and dependents, and I have a dependent, but I ain't seen no money from the IRS in I don't know how many years. Like,
I haven't either. If I get $500 back, if that's a lot,
it ain't no guarantee I'm gonna live to
Baby,
see tax season. Boy, like,
yeah, it's crazy. This order crazy, especially when it comes to taxes and everything.
It's
I
beyond.
heard that they were gonna stop taxing us on our paychecks, and they were just gonna tax like
the state taxes.
Yeah,
the
federal. No more federal, but
shit. The
federal
showed me love.
No, state show me love. Federal.
I ain't never had no state.
I just talk
They
about
take a lot of money from me, more than the federal. The federal don't take that much from me. The state, they kick my ass. That's why they give me money when it's time. Like I got $900 from the state this year. You know what I'm saying? But the federal, I owe them about $1,400. But my tax lady, Miss Mary hooked the bitch up. Okay, Miss Mary hooked me up, baby. I ain't have to pay but $300. Thank you, Miss Mary. I do appreciate it. But I'm just saying, like, the state really be kicking my ass. Okay?
For me, it's federal.
That's all the work I do
for you.
I put me first. Put me first.
I don't understand it. But with these thriving communities and what they've been through, do you think that we can do that again?
Absolutely. We're trying. We have more entrepreneurs now, you know what I'm saying? Like, even though a lot of people would like, you know, you said, I think your uncle said that a lot of us want to be workers, like the younger generation, but a lot of younger folks are really trying to be entrepreneurs because they want to smoke their weed. They want to do their own thing, move how they want to move. You know what I'm saying? So they like to, I want to do hair, you know what I'm saying? Or be a bartender or something like that. You know, they making their own moves now.
Okay.
A lot of folks over here. I don't know about
Generation Z, they not standing for that bullshit.
Yeah, they not. They ain't going. You can tell that work. What you mean? You can tell that work.
I don't need you. You need me.
You can tell that work. They do your folks.
They don't care.
Different breed.
That mindset, y'all need me.
Okay. Coming in and do the bare minimum.
What would I be without you?
Burly.
Man, for real.
And I'm over here working my butt off.
Body
Body sore.
And
Body
we old school.
Sore. Haven't had an off day in 2 weeks. Body is completely utterly sore.
Yeah, we old school workers though. That's how it is.
But do you think like the community because I've seen these black construction workers, like they come together and they're making a black community. Like literally it is black contractors, black realtors, black everything. And they're making a community. Do you think that would take off?
Absolutely. We got a community in goddamn College Park, bro. Like, black owned. It's like, man, I don't know, Shell. We can have whatever the fuck we want, baby. We just gotta put the effort in. We gotta come together. Everybody wanna be divided and do their own goddamn thing, but
I feel like we gotta be like the
Mexicans
and Indians.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the
You gotta
Mexicans,
stop being so self-serving. You get more as a unit.
They save money, but also the Indians, especially like the gas stations and stuff like that.
but I'm gonna tell you something though about them Indians though. Okay, because what a lot of people fail to realize is, yeah, we look at the Indians and the Chinese folks, but they get loans and grants and stuff quicker than we do.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Quicker than the black folks do here. So it's easy for them to go get a gas station and get multi-million dollars, you know what I'm saying, loans and shit like that. We don't get all that.
They don't want us.
They don't get that to us like they do that. And we here, we from here. You know what I'm saying? Like them folks come over here and they get them. You probably could get a loan and a grant and shit before we can. Yeah. For real, like real talk. They let other people come over here and thrive before they let their own people thrive. And then they say we lazy and we don't want to work and we don't want to. Yeah, we do work. We work for y'all. How y'all think y'all got this shit?
First of all, right. U.S. is built on our motherfucking backs, nigga. What? That made me think about the Hispanics, but they hate us, dog. Like, y'all closer to us than anybody. Y'all a nigga too. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy.
But they work under the table too, though. Yeah. A lot of us, we don't do that. We gonna go get on the system and get the food stamps and get the and I'm here for all free shit. You know what I'm saying? I am. But at some point, we gotta learn how to
be self-sufficient.
Exactly.
That free shit ain't always the move.
Cause you ain't finna come in my house and go through all my stuff and see who living over here. Cause I got Section 8. You ain't finna tell me how much I can spend at the grocery store. And then throughout the month, I done ran out of food. Now I gotta wait on you to give me some more money next month. Now we home.
It ain't no way to live. It ain't no way to live, baby. It ain't no way to live at all.
Yeah.
It isn't. Okay.
So, and it's so crazy because like with the public assistance and shit, we gonna be, honest. I've been there, done that. It's so easy for you to get shit when you ain't got shit. Yeah. It's crazy. But as soon as you try, you get on your feet, here come all the bullshit. We want to tax your money. We need X, Y, Z. You owe us. You owe it. It's just crazy, bro. Like,
yeah. I need to start learning from these white folks how they give me loans to gentrify these neighborhoods. I want to tear a house down that I done bought for $20,000 and build me a multi-million-dollar mansion on that beach. You know what I'm saying? Like, but teach me the game, coach.
But I realized, and I think I was looking up some stuff as myself, and I saw that what they do is they buy homes in the community and let it sit for years, so it will bring down the property value of the neighborhood, and then they're able to buy other properties from the neighborhood for next to nothing and build it back up.
It's monopoly.
Where they get the money from to build the bitch? When I'm talking about these folks is tearing the house all the way down. It ain't nothing but a square shotgun property. Yeah. And they done built a 5-story freaking house on this beach, and this shit look nice. Okay.
And then put it back on the market.
You know,
put it back on the market.
You can see over there now.
I know. I pass by to work every day.
No, you gotta go in between them streets.
I go between the streets sometimes too, just to see.
And then they're selling them for 1.5.
Yeah, but you done
2 million.
You done
got that from skin to nothing. Pennies on the dollar. Or another thing that they do is they go to the auctions. Or go for property tax. Right. Yeah. And go and buy it for next to nothing, pay taxes on it, and sit on it for a little while to make sure that nobody comes forward, and then they go ahead and bill on it. Right. So there's always a workaround to it. And they have found, the sweet spot to be able to come into these communities. But my thing is, if they're doing it, why don't we go ahead and go behind their ass and do it too?
Yeah.
But the thing about it,
every day about buying this house, they call my damn phone, they text me, they send mail in the damn mailbox every single day about buying the house over here. And I'm not selling. You know what I'm saying? Unless you got a few million. I know this house ain't worth all that, baby. So I promise you, you might get this one.
This came from blood, sweat, and tears. I don't even understand what mama went through. I ain't never giving this up. Nope. Y'all gonna have to dig the house up out of the ground, nigga.
With me in it.
Okay, with the wheels. With me, yeah. We not going nowhere. at all.
But that's what they do. They find that sweet spot. But also they teach their children the same thing.
Yeah.
And that's the difference between their community and ours. Yeah. Is that they teach their kids what to do.
But so I'm not gonna say a lot of us, because we do have some rich black people, some middle class black people who do teach their kids certain things, but a lot of us don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, nothing about money, nothing about finances, nothing. They just know, well, my mama was on Section 8 and she had me young, so shit, fuck it. I don't have me a baby. I'm about to go down here to the food stamp office and Section 8 and whoever give me some week and do all that and live off the system forever.
Fuck that.
I'm just telling you, like, a lot of us don't know that. And I feel like,
and that's why in this day and age with the social media gathering of people like I said before, like Budgetnista, and you have, my rich BFF and others that are showing us and giving us, but you also have to do the research and the footwork yourself.
Yeah.
They can tell you all they want to tell you, but you also have to do your own research and make sure that you're making the right decision for not only you, but your household.
Yeah. A lot of them folks, too, they get paid to tell you certain stuff. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And, like, you remember one time you sent us, because we had this little group for, what's it called? I forgot. I'm sorry. My mind blank. The group the Money Moves group, right? Mm-hmm. And so I looked at a few of the loans or grants that people were saying. The list of people that you gotta wait for these grants. Mm-hmm. Right. Baby, they ain't finna just give to you. Or sometimes they done already ran out the money before I can even go apply for it. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. But
that's where the groundwork is. Yeah. Is that you gotta do the research in finding out, grants for this and grants for that, because by the time we're gonna with you shortly.
I'll let y'all be back. She's gone.
See a lot of black love in the room. My name is Terry Williams, the local black-owned business. The name of my company is Shea Butter Like Whoa. Yeah, you can go ahead and moisturize yourself up. A little bit goes a long way. This is a great sensual product that you guys can use to show love to one another and to moisturize. Anybody know what the largest organ in our body is?
Skin.
The skin, absolutely.
I did the shea butter and then look what it did to my leg.
So I definitely like what I'm seeing. I see a lot of nice hands.
It's sold. I'm going to buy one right now.
A lot of nice melanin on the skin going on in the crowd. You have a sample of this product in your gift bags as well.
You selling this, Sarah?
Yes. So it's my company. I've been making products for 19 years and for the last 4 years full-time.
Do you have different scents?
Absolutely. I offer about 19 different variations of that product right there.
I can fuck you like the Timberland. I can.
Just go hotel. Bags and backpacks. Get that 10% discount at Just Go Hotel. Bags and backpacks by Just Go Hotel. Art and Rhymes of Ghetto Girl Blue collection. Go now to justgohotels.com and get that 10% off. JustGoHotels.com is an online store and website that features art for fashion and fundraising and links to our edutainment initiatives and affiliates. Proceeds benefit Hotel Intellectual Properties, Inc., a Georgia-based 503c3 nonprofit organization here in Atlanta, Georgia, creating art, media, health, wellness, and harm reduction experiences. The HIP team serves as art in residence at Dwayne Wiggins Electric Church in Hampton, Georgia. Bags and backpacks by Jessica Hotel, Art and Rhymes of Ghetto Girl Blue collection. Go now to JessicaHotel.com and get that 10% off. From the A to the T to the L, it's some Georgia Peaches! The ATL Mixx 2.0.
Go ahead.
Hey y'all, we back. So what I was about to say was, shoot, I forgot. I'm blank that fast. Oh, living in Atlanta, we need 2 and 3 and 4 streams of income to survive this shit now. Like, it's not like the old Atlanta no more. Like, before everybody got here, because we are full people, please stop moving here, okay?
I can't say that because I'm up here, but go ahead.
The cutoff was in 1999. After that shit, it just went up from there. But no, for real, please stop moving here. But we do need 2 and 3 streams of income to survive around here. Like, thank God, when my mom passed, she had her mortgage at what it is, and it's affordable for us. But now, everything is like a 1-bedroom, 2-bedroom apartment. It's like $2,000. Like that shit was unheard of back in the day. For $2,000, you can buy a whole ass 5-bedroom house, 4 bathrooms, a big ass yard. Like now it's okay.
For $2,000, you can get bare minimum or 2 bedrooms. That a little sugar shack.
All right, like you need so many streams of income.
But they say that the average millionaire has about 7 streams of income.
7
streams of income.
Like I don't want to work that much.
It's not. No, half of those incomes are passive.
But it could, like stocks and bonds.
Stocks, bonds, also like even influence. They have their,
Exactly. Stop moving to Atlanta, baby.
But like influence who have like the affiliated marketing,
right?
Where they have links and stuff like that to stuff that they done bought or you have seen on their page, and they make income off of that. They just mention it. That's barely anything.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? You do like a 5-minute video or.
But that's now. I'm just talking about like just in general. Period. Like,
yeah, but that was even then. They had 7 streams of income. That's different businesses.
I don't know if I want to do that much. Can I just hit the lottery tomorrow? Like, give me the Mega Millions.
But my thing is, the easier it comes, the easier it goes.
You're right, because I'm seeing a lot of money, especially 2020. Like we see a lot of money in 2020, and that shit came and then it went. You know what I'm saying? So I feel you on it.
Yeah, but I feel like if we have the tools of saving and investing, because I talked to you this past week about, I have a coworker who, is up in age and she's still working.
Right.
Like 70 and you're still working. And that's not a bad thing because, sometimes you want to, just have something to do with your day. But also, Social Security and all that can only take you but so far. But how can you have money and I was just talking to you about, thinking about investing in, real estate and having, rental properties, because that will be some passive income in my account, you know what I'm saying? That as I retire, I have income outside of Social Security, outside of everything, making some investments. That's another stream of income. That's right. 2, Social Security, 3, retirement, 4, you know what I'm saying? Having other stuff or having, a business on the side that isn't really, and it feels like you have to have multiple streams of income, no matter what. You have to. Yeah. Because that's only having this one stream of income, and although I try to save, stuff happens. My car broke down. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Let's get into the saving portion of it, because for me, I'm not a saver at all. Like I can't save $3. You know what I'm saying? Like every time I get paid, like my whole check has to go to somebody. Or if it's not going to a bill, it's okay, let me go on Fashion Nova. Okay, let me go buy these. Let me go eat. Most of my food, I eat most of my money. It's just bottom line, I do too. So for saving purpose, I don't know how to save. I know Amber, you start saving, you doing the $50,000
$5,000 challenge.
Oh, the $5,000 challenge.
And how many days? The 100 or the 50 days?
50 days, but I'm doing it 18 weeks. Trying to do 18 weeks.
Because we get paid every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm doing the 5,000, but I'm doing it in 100 days, and I have broken it down to how much I need to take out every check.
See, my daughter, she doing it because she got more money in her savings account than I got, period. I'm just saying, like, I can send money as long as I know it's not my money. So what I do is I put money up to give Ari money every time I get paid. I transfer that money to her account. My daddy also sends money to that account every time he gets paid. And my fiance now, he said he's going to start putting some money towards it as well. But for me, if I know it's not mine, I won't bother it. But because I know it's my money, I can't. Every time I transfer money to my savings, I transfer it right back to my checking because I need it later to eat or to something.
Maybe
for gas.
You like get cash out and put it somewhere where you don't have it in your possession. Have it at home.
Okay. I'll try that.
Or have a savings where you can't see the money.
I ain't got no savings, so I can't see it because everything is so convenient now. Where you pick your phone up and see everything. Like, it's so convenient now. I can transfer money like this, so it don't do me no good to have a savings because I'm gonna transfer that shit back.
Really?
Well, it don't have to have a card necessarily.
You don't need a card to transfer it.
Yes, you do.
No, you don't. I transfer. I will when I get paid.
You don't have to.
When I get paid, y'all, I will transfer $250 to my savings every time I get paid. You know how much money is over there?
Zero.
Nothing. Okay, it's nothing. Because I don't know how to save. Like my savings, I suck at saving. That's why I'm so glad I'm with Marcel because it's like he can save money. Like I admire him for saving. I would actually give him money to save for me. As a matter of fact, that's what I should do.
I was just about to say.
He ain't gonna let me touch it. I already know how he is. He's not gonna. He ain't no brown for real. He like my mama. Okay, they don't play about that fucking money.
That's what I'm saying. That was a great idea. I'm not good with saving as well, but I realized in order for me to stop renting and own my own home, I have to do better. So I am doing the 5,000. I wanted to do the 10, but after I broke it down to the every 2 weeks we get paid, I was like, "Ooh, Shorty, you gonna have to do. You gonna be doing 160 hours every 2 weeks if you keep up with that, bad boy, and your body can't handle that." I just worked that, and
but
my body wasn't broke.
For y'all, when y'all trying to save money too, it's easier for y'all. See, for me, I just get one salary every freaking 2 weeks. Like, it don't matter how many hours I work. That shit dead. Like, I'm just working for free at this point. You know what I'm saying? So I can't work over like I really want to get to the money that I'm trying to get to. So I think I'm gonna just get him some money.
That way you can say. I mean, any little bit counts because when you think about it, every dollar you put aside, every 100, whatever it is, you put aside at the end of the year, when you look back at it, you can feel accomplished. I didn't feel accomplished. Don't get me wrong, like I said, I'm like you. I go dipping that. I sit here and lie on myself. That's a lie. I'm like you. I'm like, ooh, this look good on Amazon. Right. Pretty little things look real good. Yeah, that's good outfit right there. I just went and bought a capsule for my costume all the way in November for my cruise. And I'm just like, I gotta go pay for my costume to get, you know what I'm saying? Pay for my cruise. I got cousin getting married. Like, y'all just living in my own check. Like, I'm tired of people getting married now. Y'all gonna have to do the courthouse.
All right. That's probably what I'm gonna do. But listen, so I think I'm gonna just break down and let him start saving the money. You definitely have to maintain a work-life balance when your salary. You do. Yeah, that's why I only give them people 8 hours. I promise y'all I do. You can ask anybody. Baby, I'm 7. If I get to work at 7, I'm gonna leave at 3. Now I don't try to steal time except on Saturdays. And I ain't saying I'm stealing time. I'm just saying that I ain't gonna be there all day. Okay, and I wake up when I feel like it, but I leave at 3 on Saturdays. But for the most part, I'm only gonna give y'all 8 hours jobs. Y'all giving me salary money, I'm gonna give you salary actually. You want me that longer? Maybe hourly, you know. Just saying, for the money.
Working hourly does pay off, especially when you have goals to try to make. It does pay off, but still,
I didn't appreciate it when I had it.
Now you like, ooh,
right? Please
put me back.
I begged her to make me back hourly. I was like, Khalid, look, I'm gonna go back to just being a dispatcher. Like, I want to be hourly again because I don't feel like I'm making money like I should. It's not enough for me. I need more.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I made more money when I wasn't.
But do you think as a unit of being a couple, do you think are going into a relationship, or you yourself, congratulations, going into
oh yeah. Yes, well, last night.
She a whole fiance.
It's a fiance.
But now you taking that journey and that next step in your relationship, going into a marriage. What are the steps you think financially that you need to make? I mean, you've got it easier than most folks because you already have a home together. So what do you think financially, as far as saving and creating a future for you and your soon-to-be husband?
Okay, so like financially, he's the financer. I'm just saying. But I do need to work on saving my money. He does help a lot, you know, when it comes to like paying the bills and stuff. It's crazy that I don't have money, even though he pretty much paid everything except for my personal stuff like car note, car insurance, phone bills, stuff like that. I pay my own of that and whatever, hair, nails. I do that. But the house bills is covered, and I'm still feel like I'm broke. So I have to sit down with myself and just have a talk with Ashley and figure out what Ashley needs to do to save some money and stuff. And like, this is not our forever home. You know, of course we're sharing this home together along with my baby sister. But eventually we do want to move into a bigger space because we noticed today, like last night we had a conversation. This is not enough room for us, and it is a big, nice 4-bedroom home, but it's still just not enough for us. So we do eventually plan on moving with Amber. You don't want to come stay with us?
I'm telling the face.
You ain't got to stay with us.
So you will stay here?
You gonna stay here?
So what are we gonna do with the home?
I'm saying we can rent it out, fix it up, Airbnb, we can do whatever, but you know.
But keep it in.
This would be extra. We want to keep this home. We're not selling it or nothing, but I'm just saying,
this
like,
could be your extra.
Yeah, just
money.
because you get mad at me and be like, "Fuck you, bitch, I'm leaving," and you can leave and come back over here. You know, I'm just saying. But anyway, but yeah, this is not our forever home. We're just here to, you know, stack money and some of her face. I know, right? Because she just really gave me the
side
eye. Bye. No, but yeah, it's not our forever home. We do plan on moving and doing something else other than. But I don't know what I'm gonna do financially. I'm gonna have to have a conversation with myself and probably do some counseling. I do need some counseling when it comes to money, financial counseling.
Okay. Well, at least you know the steps you need to take.
Yeah.
Do you think by breaking down your let's say do an Excel sheet, break down what you need to pay out, what you pay out?
Yeah, because I don't even know, honestly and truly. I honestly don't, because when I get money, I just pay bills. Like, I don't sit there and break down what I owe. I just, I know I need to pay the light bill, I know I need to pay the gas bill, the water, the homeowner's insurance, and the mortgage. I know they gotta go. And my car note, my car insurance. Mm-hmm. Gas, he helped me with my gas too, y'all. Because all my money be gone for real. Like, I don't even know where my money go. I think I eat it up.
You do need to do it. I feel like your first step should be breaking it down into an Excel sheet of how much you need to pay out when it comes to your monthly expenses, and that would show you and how much you make between the two checks, which it will balance out so that you can see where the extra money you're spending is going, and that will make you think about, okay, well, I got this extra. Why is it that, right? It'll give you a better aspect of what you need to, because I need to do the same thing too, to be honest with you. When it comes to my bills, I got rent, and rent went up for us. So I have rent, I have my insurance. God bless me that I was able to pay off my car note, so I don't have that no more. But I added the Best Buy bill, so the Best Buy bill, I added another bill in replacement of that one. But because I use my Best Buy card for trips and for gas, so I have to pay that off. I have my, car insurance and all that, and I'm blessed because I live with my mom, because it's only me and my mom. I'm from the Caribbean, and it's just me and my mom. So it made no sense for me to move out, because either I'm going to be at her house all the time or she's going to be at mine. Right. So it made sense for us to live together. I don't have my sibling lives back home in Barbados. I really don't have family here. So it's just me and my mom, and we rock out till the wheels come off. Mm-hmm. So we do everything together, and so it makes it easier, but it doesn't at the same time, because the bills come in back to back, like boom, boom, boom. So I have been able to separate, okay, this is bill money check and this is rent check. Right. I'm able to break that down, and by me working the overtime that I do is able to help me thinking about going back to school, which I love the thought of going back to school, but now coming down to the finances of going back to school, it's going to be hard. Yeah. It's going to be hard, because I'm realizing the state don't pay for as much as it did even like 10 years ago when I did go back to school, and the state paid for everything. Right. Now I got to come out of pocket and take out loans to do what I need to do, but I have to do it. Right. Mm-hmm. So I want to better myself, and I see that I'm in a standstill work-wise, and in order to better myself, I need to educate myself. Right, absolutely. So I know that's what I need, so finances come into play.
I mean, I hear what you're saying when it comes to, and I'm not knocking nobody from going to school. Please, baby, do what you feel like is best for you, okay? But a lot of times in this city, I know, in Atlanta, it ain't what you know, it's who you know. Because we got people who be in positions who know nothing about nothing, and you got a position. You know what I'm saying? So, but I congratulate you for, even thinking.
I still want to get to know people so I can know about who I know as well. Because, who you know does, it helps lubricate them steps a whole lot better for you to get up. Yeah. So it is about building those relationships, and I have to be better with that. My face up. Yeah, my father's child. But we will continue this conversation. This was a great conversation. We're gonna break. We are. Okay, we'll do that.
Four women on the same grind with different points of view. The millennial, sex, and the ATL. The raw, the real, the unexpected. Welcome to the Mixx 2.0.
The ATL Mixx 2.0.
Welcome to Coffee Talk Social, where we're celebrating Black History every day, not just in February. Make sure to join our social network, www.coffeetalk.com, and follow us on IG at Coffee Talk Social. It's time to take that journey with threads from the past with the Hip Team. Today's thread from the past. Before Rosa Parks, there was Claudette Colvin. Claudette Colvin is an American pioneer of the 1950s civil rights movement and retired nurse aide. On March 2nd, 1955, she was arrested at the age of 15 in Montgomery, Alabama, for refusing to give up her seat to a white woman on a crowded, segregated bus. Thanks for tuning in to Threads from the Past. Something you may know that we didn't know, or something we may know that you didn't know. Until next week, back to the ATL Mixx 2.0.
From the A to the T to the L, it's some Georgia features. The ATL Mixx 2.0.
Hey guys, welcome back.
We're back.
And we were talking about stuff during the break, and you mentioned about living together.
Oh yeah. So when it comes to living together, I feel like the Mexicans do it all the time. Like she said, the Indians do it as well. I don't see what's the issue about. I mean, I know people like their own space, but if you're in a position where you and a couple of your family members or your parents or whatever, because even in New York, don't they do that in New York? People live with their parents until they like grown as hell before they actually move out and do their
Yeah, but
own
New York
thing.
is a different beast because it's way more expensive.
I know it's more expensive, but I'm just saying, like, the same concept we can still do here because this shit is getting high. Okay,
it is.
It's getting up.
But you have a lot of people who, because of the restrictions of home or whatever it may be, they run from home so fast to get away.
But
then
turn
around, turn around in like 5-6 years and gotta move back home because
I came back a few times. I'm just keeping it 100. I came back a few times.
I decided the moment I move out, that will be it and done. Yeah. I will be owning my own home. I will be making sure that I am financially in a good space to move out. And she decides that she wants to go back home to Barbados anyway. So
I was really, really young when I first moved out. When I first moved out, I think I was like 17. You know what I'm saying? And like I was working at fucking KFC, y'all. So I wasn't really making no money for real. That shit wasn't lasting. I think we probably lived together, me and my hey Cathy. But we probably lived together maybe a few months before it was like, okay, this shit is a lot. You know what I'm saying? So like I thought I was grown, but bitch, you ain't really grown for real, bitch. Just go home. My granddaddy called me. He was like, you need to come on back to the house before you be a crackhead. You know, back in the day. Not the crackhead. I'm for real. Like that used to scare me with that crackhead shit. But anyway, no, I've never done crack. But
put it out there this time.
I'm just saying I have never. Mm-hmm. But he was like, thank God I had a lot of guidance, and I went back home, and I stayed home for a few years before I moved back out again. And I came back. Listen, I just came back and forth for years at a time before.
But at least you had some place to go, because some of these kids, they don't have somewhere to go. In the 80s, black families did live together. It will put 3 generations in one house, and that's what it needs to go back to. Right. You have people who have their kids quote unquote pay rent. Some of them, they actually have to pay rent, and some of them, the parents take that money and just put it in an account every month. And when they decide to move out, that's their housewarming gift. All that money is their housewarming gift. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm gonna do for Ari.
And I saw this video. I cannot remember where these videos, because I go back and forth between social medias. But I had this video I came across where this man was talking about when you have a kid, buy a home and put it in the kid's name, rent it out, Airbnb or whatever, and that extra income you have off of that house, you can, 1, send your kids to school, or 2, buy another house in whatever state they decide to go to college in, and have their roommates pay the mortgage and the bills and stuff like that. And that way, any extra income you have after that, you can go ahead and use it towards
I'm sorry,
use it towards your kids.
I'm sorry, y'all.
This
The
my
dog.
daughter was living with us rent free, and she decided to move out to pay rent.
Right, because
they
don't
feel
want her to do what she wanted to do.
Yeah, but you have to have those conversations. But also, it's like you want to feel free. That's what they want. They want to feel like they're free and they can come and go as they please and whatever. Because living at home does come with rules.
Right.
It comes with rules.
You can't have company. You can't go in and out when you want to.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's why I live.
Exactly. So buying a multifamily home that they can have their own entrance and, an in-law suite that they can now turn into their, apartment. They can come and go as they please. They have that freedom, but they're also living at home. You know what I'm saying? They have that comfortability to living at home. They said, no, we did bother her.
What did they say?
They said, no, we did bother her.
Oh, y'all did?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, I don't know what sis was thinking about it, but y'all can always adopt me. You know what I'm saying? I come right on this, like free.
I am too. I'm available. I'm real nice. I cook sometimes. But yeah, that's the difference between the older generation, and the generation coming up now is that we want to make sure that we have generational wealth. And in order to have generational wealth, we have to educate ourselves in saving, in being, entrepreneurs, in showing our kids the different ways and avenues to have multiple streams of income. Because one isn't enough. It's never going to be enough. You're going to have multiple streams of income. And you have to, going back to thinking about when I was younger, I learned how to do cake icing. Do I know how to do that today? No. Did I use it? No. That's something that I could have been using. I learned how to do taxes. Did I go on with that? No, I didn't. Ask me today how to do it. I do not know. All of that looks like Spanish to me.
Well, who taught you about it? I'm just curious.
The cake icing classes, my mom took me with her because she's in the industry, in the food industry, and she wanted to learn. And they had classes at Michael's.
We did, and we cooked for her and paid her
phone bill. She had a car, no insurance. Baby, can you do that for me?
Hey, mom, hey, dad, whoever you.
Mama.
My dad is still paying my phone bill. I'm not complaining.
My dumb ass jumped off the plane like a fool.
I gotta pay for the both of us. I gotta pay for the both of us. I told my mom the other day, "Oh, you pay the phone bill and I'll pay the electricity." She was like, "I'll be a dumbass to do this."
I should have stayed on my dad's phone bill playing, y'all. Trying to be grown.
Nope. But can I be adopted?
Right.
Oh, her prayer practice from her friends. I'm sorry, friends. Y'all gotta go.
Okay, bye.
Because there ain't no friends gonna tell me to leave out of my parents' house when I'm living free.
I mean,
but maybe she had like a boyfriend or something, or a girlfriend. I don't know what her situation is, but maybe she had somebody who she might want to spend the night a few times or something, and her folks ain't having it. Because I know for a fact my folks was not having it. Spend the night shit. Now I did have a cousin who my aunt and uncle allowed them to do it, but for my mom and dad, baby, over here, baby, it wasn't happening. It's not going down.
But you gotta have those conversations.
All right, y'all. That's it for us.
We had a great conversation, and we hope to see you next. You guys have a great week.
Thanks
and
for watching.
You.
ATL Mixx 2.0, baby.
Four women on the same grind with different points of view. The millennial, sex, and the ATL. The raw, the real, the unexpected. Welcome to the Mixx 2.0.
From the A to the T to the L, it's some Georgia peaches. The ATL Mixx 2.0.